I recently heard about this concept called Jevons Paradox, and it originates from 1865 in London when the Industrial Revolution was underway and the country was using coal for pretty much everything to run the entire economy. And they were trying to figure out, how do we preserve this resource and make the most of it? So they started improving the efficiency of their steam engines so that they could preserve the coal and do the same thing with less coal, right? So they could reduce the use of coal. Well, this guy, William Jevons, realized that when they improved the efficiency of the steam engines, they actually dramatically increased the use of their coal, which was pretty counterintuitive. Like, why would that happen? Well, the reality is that by improving the efficiency, you're reducing the price of coal that is needed to do something. So you open up a whole new category of use cases that can then use that coal. So there are more people willing to buy coal at that lower price. And I think we're seeing the same thing with software and AI right now. Like, 50 years ago, it was really expensive to build an application. So the only applications that we could build were things that were going to be super important and could get a lot of investors involved. And fast forward to the future, building software apps is much easier. And as a result, we're not seeing less software. We're seeing more software because there really is a lot of demand for software in many different places. Pretty much any industry that you can think of can benefit from additional software because software is really just solving problems through the use of computing. So education, transportation, healthcare, there are many different problems in these spaces, and we can write software to solve some of those problems. Additionally, all of these efficiency gains just open up a lot of use cases that were previously not commercially viable. So for example, somebody could go and develop a video game that they imagined without getting a bunch of funding or getting a large studio to sign off on it. It could be a totally niche indie game, and they might enjoy the process, and there could be some small community of players that play that game. Or somebody could create a new synthesizer or something like that. These are things that they might not have had hundreds of thousands of dollars to go and fund, but now with the advancements in AI, it might not cost that much. Like, you could maybe hire a developer for much cheaper and use some AI generated art in your game and get a game developed for maybe, $5,000-$10,000 instead of millions of dollars. So it just opens up a lot of use cases. And finally, we're going to be able to solve even bigger problems that might have previously seemed impossible but are now simply very difficult with enough resources, like clearing up our environment or colonizing space or even curing a bunch of different diseases. We're going to be able to create systems that addressed a lot of the problems in these different areas that were previously too difficult to create. And we're going to need engineers working with AI and guiding it in the right direction to make sure that those systems get built in an effective way, to make sure that those are scalable systems, that they're not making unexpected errors or mistakes. Sure, AI is going to be able to troubleshoot a lot of that, but at the end of the day, people need to at least define what we want the AI to do, what we want it to build. We can't just say, go build the greatest company in the world and expect that AI is just going to figure it out and do all of the steps on its own. If we got to that point, then everybody would be trying to do that and there would be so much competition. Something's got to differentiate people, and the differentiator is going to be the skills, the human intellect that's going to guide the AI and outthink the situation at hand. Or at least it's going to be a company that creates an AI model that is superior to other ones or maybe has more integrations. But again, that's going to be people leading that effort and wanting to create that system. So with AI automating a lot of coding, we're going to start to see a lot of efficiency gains. And so it opens up a bunch of these different use cases which wouldn't be commercially feasible previously, as well as really huge projects that we can actually execute on. And those are the things that big companies are going to actually focus on. And this isn't the first time this is happening, right? Like when electricity came out, we started electrifying and we had light bulbs everywhere, but we found new use cases for electricity as it got cheaper. So we got refrigeration, air conditioning, water filtration systems, all of these different things that were impossible when electricity was still expensive, but made possible by the greater efficiency gains. And the same thing is happening right now with AI. And we don't even have to go that far, because just in software development itself, we have seen massive increases in productivity over the last several decades. So programming languages came out at one point. Before that, you had to punch cards and put it into a huge machine to actually run a program. But when programming languages came out and we could write a bunch of software, it didn't put people out of jobs. It actually created a lot more jobs and created a lot more opportunity for people to build new software. Then later, frameworks came along, which made it even easier to get an application off the ground. And within the last 10 years, we had all of this movement to the cloud, which really simplifies the deployment of things. Did it change some of the roles that people had to play when developing software? Sure. But it also created a lot more opportunities. So it's much easier to create a program and run it in the cloud. And that trend continues. I mean, we're not punching cards to write programs bit by bit anymore. And AI is simply the next step in that process. It's making things a lot more efficient. Is it going to automate a lot of coding? Yeah, sure. It's going to change a lot of the roles that we currently have to play when we do software development. But it's not going to make the whole practice go away, because at the root of software development is really problem solving. It's understanding what a problem is, coming up with a solution, and then implementing that to solve that problem. Sure, AI can do some of that as well, but people have a hard time expressing what they actually want a lot of the time. And so a good engineer is going to be able to ask the right questions and figure out what those people want. And again, sure, AI could do that. But until we have a world where there are no more problems to solve, or AI can literally solve all your problems and then, well, there's nothing left to do, we're going to need people that are problem solvers to translate our problems into solutions. And they can use AI to greatly accelerate that. But I think it's going to be a while before AI can just do everything on its own. So the role of a software engineer is really going to evolve over the next few years to being an AI supervisor, understanding the problems of the users, finding business opportunities, and then crafting software to meet those needs using AI. It's going to be much faster to satisfy the needs of a customer. You're not going to have to spend months building an app, but you're still going to need to understand what you actually want to build and how you actually want to solve those problems. So even if AI can automate the writing code part of things, it's going to be hard to automate the entire problem-solving process and all of the trust and security kind of issues, the practical problems that a software engineer has to actually deal with. Of course, in the short term, there are going to be changes to how people work. There are going to be some roles which change entirely, and people have to learn new skills and learn how to use AI. I mean, that's the best skill to learn right now. But overall, I think the development of AI is going to lead to a lot of prosperity and a lot of opportunity for people. So it's a great time. It's better time than ever to start learning this stuff. So check out this video, which is going to help you get started. I'll see you there. Take care.